Professor Bob Starks, the red light is on. That's all that matters. We had these great conversations that I don't push the red button and we don't get nothing on tape. Well, it ain't tape no more. It's all digitized. Professor Bob Starks, you were telling me off the phone, on the phone the other day, about this second congressional district. I don't live in the district. I don't understand. How many people running?
22 people.
I don't understand these 22 people running. And so you got to help me explain this second congressional, this special election. Explain this to the folks at home.
Well, the reason it is so confusing is that it is a dual geographical district. That is, a small part is in the city, and the rest is in the South suburban community, and that's why you have this conflict. You have South suburbanites in South Cook County, in Kankakee County, and Will County. So you got 3 different counties where you have people in the same district. So you got a pretty substantial white community in the south suburbs. You got a pretty substantial group of African Americans in the south suburbs, and a small group of African Americans in the city. So you got a really volatile kind of thing going on there.
Because since Illinois lost population, they had to spread the district out, right?
That's exactly correct.
And so it goes already to Bourbonnais or Kankakee?
Exactly.
It goes
Kankakee
way down there.
Will County, right.
Way out in Will County, all the way up into the city.
That's right. That's right.
And so I don't want to get racial, but are there more European Americans in the district now?
No, it's still a majority African American district, but the problem is suburbanites, black and white, don't trust city people, and city people don't trust suburbanites, black or white. So you got a problem. So the blacks in the south suburbs have already said, we need a black suburbanite, south suburbanite, to be the district congressman.
That's fair enough.
It's our time.
I know that's
right?
fair enough.
And the whites in the south suburbs said it's now our term.
Yeah.
We want Debbie Halverson to be our congressman. And the blacks in the city said traditionally this has been a black district run by people who live in the city, and therefore we want to maintain a black city congressman running this district. So you got a conflict.
And so how is it going to turn out? Because, let me tell you something. You want to show that sheet of paper?
Sure.
People can't really see it, but how many folks are running?
22 people.
So don't spill the beans too much, but how many folks are really ego tripping, or how many people are stalking horses and all about the game?
I would estimate probably 70% are ego tripping.
Ego tripping.
And the other 30% are probably somewhere between serious and maybe some of them are even put-ups that have been put up by someone to...
I don't want to cause trouble, but is Debbie Halverson's secretary or something, campaign?
Yeah,
something?
there are some people...
Who's that lady? I forgot her name.
Troy Hutchinson.
She worked for Debbie Halverson.
She worked for Debbie.
Now she's running against Debbie Halverson in the special election.
Right.
That don't make no sense to me.
Well, some people have said that she may, in fact, be the put-up, but I don't know.
We don't know.
I know she's a very bright woman. She's been extremely.
But she gonna run against her boss.
Right.
That don't make no sense.
She's been very good in the city, in the Illinois State Senate. She's a very smart woman, and she has some support. The same thing with Robin Kelly. Robin Kelly worked for the president of the Cook County Board. And, of course, some people have said that might be a conflict. So I don't know.
Like I said, I'm not in that district. Right. I wouldn't know who to vote for.
Well, and then you got Anthony Beale, who some people suspect may be a put-up by some of the minions inside the Democratic Party.
I never met Anthony Beale, but I'm surprised he's still alderman of the 9th Ward. I mean, no offense.
Right.
I mean, I'm saying, I like my alderman. I think at some point y'all need to retire.
Well,
move up and move out.
And then you've got people like Mr. Fenton, who is from out in...
he's a lawyer.
He's a lawyer.
Yeah, right.
And out in the south suburbs.
Yeah.
And, very few people know him outside of his city, outside of his little...
I hear him on the radio. He's talking about getting your credit right, and bankruptcy and stuff.
Money.
Yeah.
The ex-football player, Mr. Napoleon Harris, money, very bright young man, just elected to the Illinois Senate, and hasn't even been. In fact, he's sworn in today.
And he gonna run for the U.S. House. That don't make no sense.
So, but I mean,
I don't blame him. You gotta do what you gotta do. We never thought Barack Obama would be president.
Exactly.
So you know,
and that's his point.
Yeah, you never know.
Started.
Yeah,
So,
you never know. You gotta run.
And his position is, I run this time, I don't win. Maybe next time I'll get it.
But Professor Starks, it comes out. It's all turnout.
Yes.
Who can get your people? Who gonna get the people out?
Well,
who got the money? Who can get the people out?
Well, here's the other part of that in terms of turnout. In the south, the south suburban area and Will County, as well as in Kankakee County, there are other elections going on. There is no election going on in the city of Chicago other than the primary and the general election for Congress, the special election. So the people in south suburbs, including South Cook County, Kankakee, and will have a greater incentive to turn out.
They have an election.
They have,
but the city folk ain't got no
that's
election.
My point.
It's a special election only in the city.
That's right. That's right.
So it's a special election only in the city. So you like, I got to come out and vote for one person.
That's right.
I'm tired.
So traditionally, when there's a special election, the turnout is traditionally very low.
That's right.
And it's higher when there is a municipal election, as is the case in the suburban Cook County, suburban Kankakee, and Will County.
So Debbie Haberson, I don't know nothing about her. She is a suburbanite.
Right, and a former congressman.
Yeah, she's a suburbanite. Okay, so she has an upper hand.
Has an upper hand.
Because she's known, she has a suburbanite, so she's not gonna get much support from the city.
That's right, right.
But the suburban, come, we can still talk real quick. What, they coming in? They gonna talk to you?
No.
Okay,
good. My assistant.
All right, go right. Well, so Debbie Haberson has the upper hand.
Right.
And we don't want to get racial. We're in a post-racial society, post-racial, whatever they call it, post-racial. But the bottom line is that the black folks could split up all the vote, and a white person.
Exactly.
I'm not racist. A European American can win that district because the black people, we know we can't get along.
Right.
For those of you outside the district, we don't like each other, and we're gonna split up that vote.
That's in fact, that is the strategy that she is pursuing as we speak. That is,
and you can't blame her.
African Americans.
You can't blame her.
Split their
That's right.
Base and their votes, while she concentrates primarily on the people in the South Cook County and Kankakee and Will, and concentrate on those votes and walk right in.
Well, that's how Carol Mosey Braun won.
Exactly.
They had two white guys, split up the white vote, and Carol Mosey Braun got some white women vote and some black votes, and went right on.
Obama won the Senate race.
That's right.
Same thing.
That's right. So I ain't mad at Debbie Haberson.
No,
She do what she got to do. But the point is that wow, these black folks, why they say, hey, come on, we gonna split up the pie,
Right.
and everybody gonna lose.
Right.
We can't do it, huh?
And we've tried very hard to sit people down and explain that to them, but nobody wants to listen. Everybody thinks that they can win.
But before we close it, you have another. I got one question about this political.
No
you got another? Got something to say about this? Real quick?
No.
So let's end this segment about the politics in the second congressional district with Debbie Haberson could win, and that's cool. Okay, we have a European American over the second congressional district, but it also could happen eventually, as you told me over the phone, in the 7th congressional district and the 1st congressional district. That means when Bobby Rush retires, we're gonna split up the pie.
Right.
And when Danny K. Davis retires, black folks gonna split up the pie. So pretty soon, African Americans in this region would not be represented in the U.S. House by an African American. And the districts were drawn to have African American representation, but we gonna go on and split up the vote. Because see, the younger viewers don't remember because they were too young. They weren't even born when we had this big fight between Mayor Sawyer and Timothy C. Evans.
That's right.
We have never recovered,
we
people.
Have
never recovered and never learned.
The
And there's young people that were born, they weren't even born, and they don't even know what we're talking about.
That's right. That's very true.
You got to close the time. Tell these folks what they should do in the second congressional.
Well, we should sit down as reasonable, knowledgeable, experienced people and come to some consensus on at least 2 or 3 candidates as opposed to 15 or 20. Now, obviously, some will be knocked off because of, you know, the whole-
Mike Madigan will make sure they get knocked
Yeah,
off. Don't even worry
because
about it.
they're
He gonna spend. Mike
they're
Madigan
gonna
gonna spend a
scrub
lot of money.
petitions,
Spends
they're
a
gonna
lot of
scrub
money.
petitions, the whole bit. But it still will end up with 5 or 6 African Americans against one white woman in the primary. That's still,
We ain't learned since Sawyer and Evans.
that's exactly
We have
right.
yet to learn.
We have yet to learn.
Woo! All right, enough of this, and I got another part we're gonna do. So, Dr.
Okay.
Bob, let's keep our fingers crossed.
Okay.